stats were up that night for him and for that midfield group. Goddard goes back. They try to set up again. Blake with a little one. Fisher again in the heart of the centre square for the second time.
This is Gilbert, forward of the wing, stabs it. Along the ground it bounces to Revolt, who lays it off. The high ball floats in towards full forward from Ray. 138 marks for the season. Nick Revolt ranks at number 1 in the competition with 205.
All clear.
Kosicki with the opening goal.
So forced to go. And dangerous kick, but has come off. Goddard a lot of the ball early to Ball. First good look at him, and he's brought down in the tackle by Shaw. And then Brown, who seems to have settled okay now. Fraser back to Maxwell. Good kick. Finds Anthony. So well, he used to be the most reliable of set shots, didn't he? Let's see how he goes here. Looking good. Looking very good. And can you believe it? Collingwood's in front. It is early, I know.
They like to cover boundary side as you see this contest go on.
It's a free kick to Thomas.
St Kilda defenders like to defend boundary side. Wouldn't be surprised to see Collingwood kick that ball in long to the centre corridor to try and expose that positioning of the St Kilda defenders.
Don't mind them looking after the guy who's actually on the ground level at the footy. I think that might have been just a little lucky, but the free kick that wasn't paid for that marking spoil about 5 minutes ago, maybe there. Swings and roundabouts.
Daisy hasn't kicked a goal at the MCG in a final so far. It's his 5th final here in this short, spectacular career. He's got this one, and Collingwood kick a couple in a hurry.
Contrast falling into place for Collingwood, but haven't put it on the scoreboard. Fraser, lucky kick, Cloak. Wheels around, goes for distance. Rocker. Oh, Dawson in all sorts of trouble. I think the reaction speaks for itself. He and Dawson have a history. And right there, it was like a sense of deja vu.
Look at the
Montagnu started all this a moment ago. Neat kick to Revolt. So that was a good build-up.
Revolt about 75 metres out. High ball. Can Goddard work in front being held? He's going to get the free kick.
There's dangerous in there, Goddard. There's a very tall midfielder. They went for him. He just overplayed a bit, Swan. I think he was just a little bit nervous against Goddard's height in there.
Montagna important around the outer side, giving them legs. He's up to 11 possessions now.
Swan's as good as at that height, one-on-one in a marking contest, but Goddard
offensively, is he defensively?
No, exactly, but he was able to control that space well, wasn't he?
Hasn't kicked a goal since round 13. But after a drought of 32 minutes, the Saints get their second.
Overcome that corky he received in the first quarter.
Well, it's going to be a major part of this match. Collingwood rotate better than anyone you'd think through the middle. With their interchanges. Fisher to Montagna to Hayes. So the midfielders of the Saints. Revolt, was he being held?
Holding Revolt down!
Isn't it amazing how quickly it can turn?
Particularly if it's low scoring. I mean, you kick 2 goals in a minute, suddenly it's all even, isn't it?
That's right.
He's a fair way out, Roo is, but gee, that'll be almost as big a roar as the Rocker goal, I reckon, if he can slot this through. It's looking good. Has he got the legs? He's done it. Whoa.
King knocked it down. Goddard went to ground. Del Santo, Montagna again. McWalter inside the forward 50. Revolt.
It's been fantastic. Anthony Rocker's done a bit, but if it wasn't for Revolt, St Kilda wouldn't be in the match.
That's right, but there's good Revolt. and wonderful revolt.
He stood there and took the mark. And then Swan, Davis, with a little bit of space, playing the percentages. Now they can go over the top. And waiting Medhurst, who normally does something tricky in this situation. He bounces it, and that's tricky. Very good.
Got out. Montagna will mark close to the boundary line. Plays on immediately, trying to pull it back to McWalter. Bounces to Schneider. Open goal beckons. And the former Swan puts it through.
This would be number 20. He had 38 the last time they played against each other.
It'll be hard to penetrate this. Collingwood are completely set up. Got to go to the other side, just see if they can hit up someone short, 40, 50 metres out.
It's like a basketball game, Lee, where they're going to have one crack at it, you think. Here's Gilbert. Maybe the crack will come here. Gilbert has to be accurate. He is.
Better for him to have pressured from the inside out rather than what happened.
Well, what a first half the captains had. 3 second quarter goals. Could you think of a better way for the Saints to finish the first half? Loads it up. Lotka did very well to cut across in front. Now goes to fetch his own footy here. Arches the back. Well-timed handball to Johnson, to O'Brien. Now pressure. The Saints have been famous for this year, and Lotka has fluffed the kick in a big way. In the 21 games that he's played, he's kicked at least a goal in 19 of them. He's been a real bonus. Defending type forward. Got a good look at the angle. It looks good. He's threaded the needle. And the Saints suddenly get right away here. Didn't get past Dawson, who got a handball to Gilbert. Normally a good user. Schneider's been important in the last 10 minutes. Late in the second quarter. Back to McWalter. McWalter stops and props. Doesn't rush. Goes to Montagna.
Good composure there by McWalter.
Yep, and then Montagna again. And
it's probably easier to stop the midfielder than it is to stop him.
he's kicked a fourth and now goes past Barry Breen for the most goals ever by any Saint in finals. 26 has got. Just right, and now runs on hard. And again Revolt. And then Revolt centering kick. Cozzy.
Just a bit taller.
So the two guys taken in the first 2 draft picks in the 1 year combining here, and Cozzy floats it home. And maybe the Saints are that right now.
Haven't had the footy.
Swan, beautifully gathered. Medhurst, there's nobody for Collingwood up ahead. The man cruising past, McCarthy, is the only man forward of Medhurst. Now, Thomas with wonderful courage. Huge. They're down by 29 points, which is almost double their score. They've kicked just the one behind in this tour. Thomas. That was terrific. All around, wonderful. Runs down towards half forward. Some indecision, but the finish is pretty good. Cloak. Were his arms chopped? I'm not sure. Wonderful stuff by Cloak. Centering kick. Rocker from about 25. Kicks the goal. Against the odds. Collingwood still alive.
And I think that change has happened.
Beat you. Hayes. We spoke about the one trick. That's the spot for it. Revolt was up. Almost the mark. Leads back in the race. Keeps it alive. Terrific. Eddie. Well, didn't work. Although Jones had a chance. Didak in trouble. Throw it. Terrific McWalter.
Well, he's been the third of that small forward trio most of the year. McWalter and certainly Milne and Schneider always look like scoring more often, but this defensive pressure, fantastic turnover.
Andrew, you're on the line.
Just made that point about the inside 50s because immediately after Maxwell crumbed it, it went the length of the ground and Rocker kicked a goal. Do what you do best. McWalter does that very well.
All clear. All clear.
almost
but he couldn't get the handle away, and then Bull controlled the kick. Revolt underneath. This is an important bit of play here. Side bottom did very well. Dynak went without it, and then Clark over the top, and the Roo runs onto it. Can he kick a fifth and ice it? Can he ice it?
Yes.
He can. The captain, you reckon, put him in the prelim.
Well, when it was that race, that contested ball at half forward and the ball went over the top and it was a race. What about the strides he was taking, Revolt? He can cover the ground, that sort of that speed, power running. And then the half chance. That's a great finish. Great bit of play.
It's gone to another level, Lee, I reckon, this year, don't you?
Yeah.
It was a pretty high level to start with. O'Brien sits underneath it and takes it, and then takes off with a bounce, running hard, and then that long bomb. Cloak, well done. And the little gift to Davis, it works this time. Runs a fair way, gets it home. Who knows? Maybe. Forward half as it's been for most of the last 10 minutes. Well done, McCarthy. Tuvey couldn't get the kick though, and Gardner got it to Graham, to Montagna. Now can they expose them here? Montagna running and carrying. Shaw should take it, I think. Set himself. Good job by McWalter. And then Milne back turns. Brought down. He'll get a free. A lot of forward pressure. Now this is what he loves doing most. Having shots for goal. And he gets his first, and the Saints kick away again.
Being held, Clark gets the free. 9 seconds. The first qualifying final. Clark, too far out to score. Goes down towards half forward. Graham from behind. Went for the mark. Swan took it. Saints win.